Hello friends, this is Kevin, aka Caveman1, coming at you with another episode of Okami. In the last episode, we got here to Sei-an City only to find things aren't looking great. And in this episode, we're gonna be seeing if we can actually do anything to help out with that. Oh, this is terrible. The water dragon is causing so much trouble out in the sea. It's gotten to the point where I can't procure any goods to sell. There used to be tons of fish both in Ryoshima and here in the city, but the water dragon's antics have scared them all away. The price of fresh fish has gone through the roof. What is it, Pooch? Been sent to do the shopping, have you? I don't have much for sale, but feel free to take a look. Yes, we will do some shopping, because there are a couple things here for us of interest. Well, yeah, a couple things. There's the blinding snow, which is a fishing rod, the marlin rod, which is also a fishing rod, and these two things, which are going to be useful eventually. And also just general stuff. It is very much in your interest to go... It is very much in your interest to go ahead and grab those things straight away, but if you don't have the money, then don't worry too much about it. Also, there's a weapon dealer. So... anyways, things are bad, and I'm just coming over here because he has a new weapon available for us, as well as a gold dust. The 7th Strike, which is another glaive. I'm not going to be using it straight away, just because we really haven't had much time with our current weapon. So I'm gonna wait a couple more fights before going into using that one, just because I want to give this guy a little bit more screen time. Grr. I was traveling the country to perfect my martial arts, but when I arrived here in Sei-an, I suddenly started to feel ill. I'd heard rumors before that Queen Himiko's holy power was incredible. Surely this can't be her doing. Mist across the city is suspicious too, but I won't let it get the better of me. Nothing gets the better of me. Things aren't great. If we jump down here into the waterways, then we can see that there's some people down here. Oh, what's going on? I don't know what came over me. I had this incredible sudden pain, and now I'm stuck here like this and I can't move an inch. I'm so useless. Useless, useless, useless. If I don't get to work on the canal with the boss, we won't be able to get the water flowing again. Oh, what am I going to do? This mist does seem to make you feel sick and depressed. Ever heard of anything like that before, Rami? Not really. Anyways, down here in the trenches, there's actually quite a bit for us, both in terms of money and collectibles, and just to address something real quick. There are a lot of collectibles available to us in Sei-an City, and a lot of them are immediately available. But I'm not going to be going out of my way to collect everything here until we've kind of resolved story events, just because it feels disingenuous to, like, focus so much on collectibles when people are suffering so much, you know? It's just one of those things. Anyways, that was a stray bead, and I want to say that's the only one in the trenches, but I'm just going to go ahead and run around to be sure, just because these places are going to be filled up with water later on. So this is the best time to really just go around and collect everything without having to worry about like lily pads and ink and all that kind of stuff. Alright, decided to cut since I didn't find anything else of interest. And if you come over here, you get an exorcism slip, which is cool, but not that important. What you really find is this guy. Curse that confounded water dragon causing such a commotion. How can the god of the sea be ruining the peace like this? I bet the dragon is to blame for the state of this canal, too. All that fuss has caused the lake to plug itself up. Master Carpenter Naguri. Hey, Ami, looks like there's trouble over here, too. Seems the whole city's a complete mess. Oh, did you come here for a drink of water, Wolf? I'm afraid it's completely dried up. The canal was really an important source of... Deer can read what's on screen. That's why I'm digging a hole to see if I can tap into it again. So many people are sick now that there's hardly anyone to help out. In fact, I'm the only one left. One lowly carpenter. But I'm determined not to give up. You get quite fit doing my job, and now I can reap the benefits. I built almost everything you see here in Sei-an City, you know? So there's nothing I don't know about the place. Want to know where the key to this water source lies? It lies in Lake Biwa's drain plug. You certainly seem to listen well for a pooch. Maybe I should tell you about Lake Biwa's plug then. Sei-an City is floating in the middle of Lake Biwa. The water from it is what fills the canal around the city. But the water dragon's antics have made the plug seal up. No wonder the canal is dried up. And that's why we're in this sorry state now. I'm sure that the plug is located beneath this area. If I can dig my way to it, the water should come gushing out. It's pretty exciting, don't you think? If you think so, then maybe you could help me out. Yes, let's help Naguri dig. It's time for... You don't need to explain, I've done a digging minigame twice before already. But yes, it's time for another digging minigame. Hooray. And I don't think we've gained any new useful powers for digging minigames since the last one we played, so we're pretty much dealing with the same stuff as before. And I don't know if I've said it, but if you power slash people, then they'll change directions instantaneously, which is pretty handy some of the time, not gonna lie. And game, really, you're doing this to me? Alright, so gotta bloom that, and water spout so that this guy actually goes up. And didn't mean to dot there. So, we're just digging our way down, you know, making our way downtown, walking fast, faces passing them homebound. I'm trying to get that money up there, which is probably not necessary because I'm doing alright on cash. But, you know, there's nothing wrong with trying to get a little bit of money every now and again. And I don't know what guy... Okay. You actually gotta be pretty careful in this area because people are really, really stupid. Well, digging minigame people are really stupid. And you've kind of got to babysit them a bit, which is unfortunate. Wait, and I understand that's a pretty legitimate complaint about the minigame, but I've never personally found it to be that big of a concern. Okay, this could be bad. Dang it. So, we just gotta wait for that guy to get back up, but fortunately, can you not go the opposite direction of what I need from you? Right, then we just gotta blow him over, and we're down at the bottom. We're out of ink, but it's not a huge concern because there's not much ground to cover, and we've got time. So it's probably gonna be all the way over on the right, knowing my luck, but it's okay because now we have ink, and so we can just bloom him, and he will run super duper fast. And it's actually right here. Very, very nice. So, with the digging minigame complete, it is actually time for that thing that I mentioned already. The canal is now refilled with water. Very nice. Unfortunately, that hasn't solved all the woes of the area, but it's a good start. Sei-an has had its fair share of hardships lately. The water dragon on the rampage and that strange mist all over. But it matters not what trials present themselves to us. If we solve them one by one, we will emerge unscathed. I suppose my work here is done for now. Thanks, Wolf. You did a good job. Alright. Sorry for not talking there for a second, but I was trying to gather my thoughts as to what I need to do next. And can I do it? Can the dream happen? No, the dream is dead. Okay. So what you gotta do is climb up over here. And now that the canal is refilled, I don't know if you needed to do that in order to do the next thing, but I'm pretty sure you did, so I'm gonna move on. The city's bigwigs live across the bridge ahead. That area is crammed full of awesome palaces. One of them belongs to Queen Himiko, ruler of Nippon. You can tell because it's really huge. I have no idea what she's like, but I'm not sure I'll like her. I mean, she doesn't seem to be doing anything about this mist. Plus, I make it a point to never trust queens and the like anyway. Well, distrust of royalty isn't actually a unique thing to the Okami universe, but I'm not completely sold on their injustice. So let's go ahead and move on forward. It seems like similar to the city checkpoint, the bridge isn't quite up for us, so let's talk to this guy. Hehehe, at last, the time is near. Benkei the fisherman monk shall lay claim to his 1000th sword. Wandering warrior monk, Benkei. I have traveled far and wide challenging master swordsmen, and 999 swords have I claimed by my own hand. But now that I have defeated all who would dare challenge me, that last sword has eluded me. I need but one more to make 1,000. And thus, aimlessly I have wandered. That is until a legend drew me to Sei-an City. It is said that a living sword lies in the depths of Lake Biwa. Have you heard the legend about Lake Biwa? Even I could barely believe it when I first heard. But they say a living sword swims freely about in these waters. If true, it would make a fitting addition as my 1,000th sword. This bridge is a very special contraption. With one command, I can make it passable, and another impassable. As you can see, it makes for a fine place to fish. It grieves me to cut off access to the city, but I'm afraid this bridge shall stay this way while I fish for the living sword. What a jerk! Of course, that may be easier said than done. This is no mere fishing trip for me. This is a true battle with the living sword. I must therefore arm myself with the right weapon. That fishing rod over at the tool dealer in town would be perfect. Oh, you should see it. It is the purest of white, like new fallen snow. There's no chance of victory without that rod. Alas, it would appear that I cannot afford it. Oh, what am I to do? That's blinding snow, the rod from the tool dealer, yes. Like I said, it is very important to grab everything at the tool dealer. So, I got it, and now it's useful. So let's go ahead and hand over blinding snow. Oh, happy day. I've never fished before. What? You said you were a fisherman monk. What the heck is this guy? But it should not be much different from a good sword fight. Now to catch that 1,000th sword. I shall engage it in mortal combat with that elusive living sword. So, hey guys, guess what it's time? It's time to open up a little mini game. Because not only do we have a digging mini game, we also have a fishing mini game. I don't mean to sound unexcited, because fishing and digging really aren't as bad as some people make them out to be. So, let's go ahead and do this. And I don't know if I specifically mentioned it, because I don't remember things that happened like more than 2 seconds ago. But, when the tool dealer was talking about fish prices being very high in the city, what's worth noting is that different items will sell for different prices depending on where you sell them. Specifically, fish will sell for more in areas that have specifically mentioned not having access to fresh fish. Just something to keep in mind. So, not that it's really that important because fishing is not the most lucrative thing to do, but hey, if you want to do it, then go for it. I'm not going to stop you. And since you're definitely getting at least 3 fish during the main story of the game, it can be in your best interest to hold on to them and sell them in places that'll pay the most. So, it's time to pull this guy toward us, and it's not going super great, but it's going not that bad. And so, naturally, we have to do this a couple times in a row in order for it to really work out in our favor. Also, I really like the little voice clip of, like, him, like, really struggling with the fish. And actually, you need to do this 3 times, which is needless and padding, but, you know, whatever. And, oops, I accidentally went into the red there. So, pulling it toward us, come on, we can do this. Give me a button prompt, there we go, and boom goes the fish. You caught cutlass fish, the living sword. The gods be praised. At last I have fulfilled my dream. So that is the living sword. That is what I've been pursuing all this time. Oh, don't take it so hard. I mean, that was one big cutlass fish. And a cutlass is a kind of sword, isn't it? Plus, what are the odds of catching an ocean fish in a lake? Spare me such solace. But enough about that. A monk never goes back on his word. I shall make this jigsaw bridge passable once more. Hey, yo! That was my sound effect for it. And so, the bridge is now passable. And I'm actually going to keep going. I thought I was going to end the episode, but I think we can keep going just a little bit longer. Whoa, stop, Ami. I thought this mist was coming from the lake or mountains. So what's that stuff rising from the Imperial Palace? Let's keep going, Furball. who it is. Well, well, look what the cat dragged in. What took you so long, mon chéri? Ach, not you again. Well, you can't fool us. We're not gonna forget what you did to us back at Orochi's cave. And why do you keep popping up wherever we are anyway? What are you up to this time? Excusez-moi, but I have no time to follow you around. You see, I'm busy looking for something. Bah, some prophet you are. Shouldn't you already know where to look? Well, maybe look isn't the right word. I already know where it is, it's just getting there is proving to be a bit of a problem. Suffice it to say, I want it quick and easy. Quick and easy? Wait a sec. Don't tell me you're behind this funky mist. Is this part of a plan to conquer the city and take over the world? You're always up to no good, so I wouldn't be surprised. The world? Not bad, my little bouncing friend. You're only half wrong. I seek the other world. I desire a path to the heavens. A path to the heavens? Oh, stop beating around the bush and let us know what's on your mind. This path concerns you too, mon chéri. Huh? This city is in quite a bad state, is it not? Especially this ghastly mist that torments its people. You think we're stupid? We see right through you, pretty boy. Ha, we got you all figured out. This funky mist in your so-called path to the heavens? You're in cahoots with Queen Himiko. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So just take it step by step. You must first deal with this mist. It is slowly but surely killing the people of this city. Wait too long, and it's au revoir. The damage will already be done. Why you? Talking about it like it's someone else's problem? You're behind it all, admit it already. Even if I was, what good would come out of arguing about it here? Methinks you should be doing something about the mist now. How about a tip this time instead of a prophecy? Go through the hole in the wall, little ones. Ahem, let me put it this way. Even the most solid defense has a tiny gap to the eye of a needle. Or something like that. Understand, mon chéri? I think I've got a pretty good idea of what he's talking about. But anyways, in this episode, we came here to Sei-an City and played a couple mini-games to start alleviating some of the woes of the city. And in the next episode, we're going to be moving on and seeing if we can't find out a little bit more about the area. Also be interrupted by the day-night cycle. See you guys then.